Cambodia's Prime Minister Hun Sen and the opposition leaders Sam Rainsy agreed on procedures for the appointment of new members to the country's electoral body in the time of the first talks in 7 months aimed at breaking the political deadlock in a controversy after last year's poll, a regulator said Wednesday. The discussion, hosted by phone, only in the second round of top-level talks since the elections on June 28 which saw Hun Sen ruled Cambodia People's Party, CPP, named the winner by government-appointed National Election Commission, NEC, which oversees the country's poll. Lawmakers were elected from Cambodian Sam Rainsy Party Rescue National, CNRP, has boycotted the National Assembly, or Parliament, to protest the election results, and the opposition has demanded that Hun Sen step in allows for new poll after the electoral reform. Ang Chae-Hien CNRP lawmaker told RFA's Khmer Service Hun Sen and Sam Rainsy agreed Wednesday to reform measures related to the approval of new members to the NEC. The opposition has said it lacks independence from the government. What I heard from the discussion is that there is a new agreement. NEC members shall be submitted to the National Assembly and that they would have to be approved by the parties were elected to the board, he said. After the July polls, the opposition has filled with extraordinary. NEC declared CPP winner with 68 seats in the 123-seat parliament of the CNRP 55, but claimed it had won the CNRP is at least 63. If the CNRP sends boycott of parliament, it will be denied CPP of a majority of 2/3 of their long run even by the seats 55 NEC says it has won. It is unclear whether Hun Sen and Sam Rainsy have discussion of the CNRP return to Congress. Last month, the CPP rejected an opposition proposal to revamp the NEC as a third round of talks between the two sides aimed at ending the political stalemate broke. CNRP said in a statement at the time of the CPP is unwilling to accept the request for a restructure of the NEC which would see members appointed by Congress and endorsed by a majority of 2/3 of the legislature but that the CPP has refused. Political solution. The two sides also discussed various solutions to the political crisis in the country, Ang Chae-Hien said. They talk about holding a re-election before the end of the current term, he said. They also discussed the elections at the communal level, the reform more NEC, and ensuring that media provide equal coverage to all political parties. Wednesday's talks follow a statement from Hun Sen earlier this week showed that he and Rainsy should discuss the political situation over the phone. CPP lawmaker Cheong Bun confirmed that the two leaders had said, but said the government would not bow to opposition demands for a re-election. Political parties cannot pressure the government, he said. The law does not allow for an election before the end of a term. The relationship of chaos. Earlier this week, Hun Sen threatened to take legal action against Sam Rainsy for allegedly criticizing Cambodia's king in a letter urging the king not to endorse the formation of a parliament of authoritarian. Rainsy sent a letter last week in response to a statement by King Norodom Sihamoni's greetings on national parliaments established despite boycott CNRP. Rainsy, meanwhile, has called for a mass rally to be held in February of the CNRP advocate 2 million will join, request the resignation of Hun Sen and a re-election, which the government has threatened a protest against CPP. CNRP has led a series of demonstrations attended by thousands of supporters of last year's elections it claims were rigged by the CPP. In early January, government security forces shot 5 people dead in Phnom Penh while being put down. A demonstration by garment factory workers. CNRP backs require higher wages, and a day later dispelled intense opposition supporters from the city's Freedom Park where they have called for Hun Sen to step down.